Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? I don't need to explain this to you. Just want to remind you this is not an exact science. Got to stretch it outside the box a little bit. We communicate the best way we can. So we're going to see what Nancy has to say today. Got a little sage going here. It's not my house burning down. Okay, so the first thing she asked me before I started the camera to pull a release card for you. They do that a lot. Nothing new. And we got surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. It doesn't have to be alcohol, drugs, anything like that. A lot of times it's a lot of negative thinking about yourself, or the way you talk to yourself, because we talk worse to ourselves than we would a stranger or your best friend. You know, it could be the negative way you talk to yourself. You could be overly obsessed about something. That's all those are considered an addiction, so it doesn't have to be a substance. But I'm sure you would know, because we didn't dig into it. She says that you are a kind, sweet soul. A kind, sweet soul. Could be happier. You should be happier. You will be happier. Everything's going to work out. Everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to. She says, what would make you the happiest? And we're not talking about $10 million in a mansion and 10 new cars. What would make you the happiest in your heart and soul? What would make you the happiest? She says, work on that. Not what you don't want. She wants you to keep, say that again, keep it in your head, the thing that you do want. Don't, see, this might be the addiction. This might be, are you addicted to the negative, thinking of the negative side of things, and oh my gosh, this and that. She wants you to stay on the positive side, and she feels like she was a very positive person when she was here. Stay on the positive side. If you start thinking negative about a situation, somehow flip that around, and no matter how many times you have to do it, think of like maybe 5 positive things about the situation. She says, keep that picture in your mind of the positive part of the situation. See it, feel it, smell it, taste it, live it. Live it. Sometimes my teeth don't work too good. She says, bring it into your reality. She's saying what I said. The law of attraction works 100% of the time. So if you're always thinking negative, and look at my card I got today. So I think this is kind of going along with it. Surrender negative thinking. And I'm going to use my sage and release a little bit of that here in a minute for myself. Try to stay away from the negative part, your fear part of whatever it is. Try to stay on the light, bright, happy, raise those vibes. Raise those vibes, stay up there on that level. law of attraction works 100% of the time. So do you want to draw the negative, heavier, fearful side, or do you want to draw the light, bright, positive, yes, this is what I want side? That's what she's trying to get across. Call on her for that. She will be very good at helping with that. And I'm pretty sure I've explained it before. Call on your departed loved ones. She would be good at doing this. So if it's something she would be good at, ask her to help you with it. And then just ask her. Don't beg. Don't say you got to. Just ask her. Please, I would like help with blah, blah, blah. With staying with the positive side of it, with keeping my vibration higher, staying away from the negative side, whatever that is. And she will find ways to do that, to help. And she could do it by nudging somebody else. You might listen after you ask her that, and then just kick back and relax, or just kind of release it to her. And then just kind of, what kind of, oh my gosh, I'm muttering. I didn't get any sleep last night. I'm muttering. The thoughts that come into your head. It may not be immediate. Sometimes it takes a little while. Sometimes it's a couple days. I don't know. It's just the way it works. And the thoughts that start coming into your head, like, oh, maybe I ought to open the curtains, or maybe I ought to go outside and breathe, or maybe I ought to do a dance across my living room. I danced across Culver's parking lot, and my grandson goes, oh, Grandma. And I go, I don't care. Raises my vibration, makes me happy. I don't give a shit about those people in the window watching me. It's none of their business, none of their judgment. Dance across your living room, turn the lights on, turn some music up. Whatever little thoughts that maybe aren't normally something you would think of, that's going to be her. She says she's sending you love and blessings. And you should send her love and blessings when you ask her. And I know I'm sure I've told you 100 times. I promise you 1,000%. They can hear you. They can see you. Talk to her. You don't have to talk out loud. Okay, so my eyes were drawn down. I got sticky notes everywhere. I'm so forgetful. I've got a song by Jason Aldean written in front of me. Got What I Got. Go play that. Got What I Got. I Don't Miss What I Had. The Only Before You belongs to the past. I don't remember the other words to it. I love that song. But my eyes were drawn to that. So that's a song you need to go Google, YouTube, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. And she says, be grateful for what you've got. Be grateful for what you've got. I learned, let me just say something. What did I learn? Oh, I learned to be grateful that I have a roof over my head, that and I go through this all the time with I talk to my team. I call them it's my team. I call them my squirrels. Actually, I haven't talked to my squirrels lately, but I would tell them I'm grateful I have shoes. They don't have to be fancy. I'm grateful I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful I have central air. I'm grateful I have heat this morning because I was chilly. I'm grateful I have a blanket. I'm grateful I have a pillow. Just sit down and think of all the little things. I'm grateful I have running water in my house. Just all the things we take for granted. I'm grateful I can see the little bird jumping around on my porch. She wants you to do that. She wants you to just be grateful for so many things we take for granted. I'm grateful my grandson's dog's staring at me through the door right now. I don't know what she wants. She's probably cold. I'm grateful I have electricity. I'm grateful I have that. I mean, she says you need to hear my bell. I don't know which one she means. I have a singing bowl. I don't know how this will come across. Don't. She says you need to hear my bell. That's not exact. This is my bell. So I don't know which one she means. But I don't know how this will come across. Seems like when I try to get things too close, this my medium friend in Kansas City sent me the link to order this. So I don't know how that's going to come across because I know if I put my phone when it's playing music up there, it seems to not come across. I don't know this stupid computer and its sound thing. I'll get a new one someday. I don't. So I'm not sure why she thought you needed to hear that. I know it affects my chakras right down in here in the. I don't remember which one's which. Solar plexus and sacral. I couldn't think of their names. That one affects me there. It just kind of seems to mellow it out. But my really good medium friend that does the Reiki on me in Kansas City, she had one. I said, I gotta have one. Anyway, I trust people on the other side. Nancy knows what she's talking about. She's a very, very mellow-tempered, kind, kind of like the person you would just love to hug and just squish into. That's the kind of energy she's coming across with. Sweet. But I can kick ass when I wanted to. Okay, she's saying a name like Estes, like Estes or something like that. I don't know. So we don't used to get names exact, don't seem to anymore, don't know why. So you might that's one of those things you might have to stretch a little bit. It feels like somebody's name. And she's not saying why she's mentioning it. Yeah. Well, now this could be me. This could be me. Could be Estes Park, Colorado. It felt like it was a person's name, but then I kind of was getting that Estes Park, so I don't know. Hopefully that rings a bell with you. Yeah. Okay, she says you're with the right person for now, for this time in your life, at this time in your life. And that doesn't mean they're going to go away. And they'll put people in our path, whether it's a partner or whatever, or somebody that needs us to help us with something. They'll put them on our path at the right time, at the right spot on our path that we need them. They don't always stay. I'm not saying this person's leaving. She says just enjoy the moment. Don't worry about later. The only thing you can control is right now, right this second. Whoops, that second's gone. Whoop. Now you got this second. Whoops, it's gone. Now you got this second. Whoops, it's gone. But you don't have the one in front of you yet. It's coming. Does that make sense? I know what she means, but she said it's like a conveyor belt. It's a conveyor belt. Time is like a conveyor belt. Never heard that before. And if you stand still, you're going to go backwards. If you stand still on the conveyor belt, you'll go backwards. So keep taking, even if it's baby steps. But the only thing you have right now is this exact second. Now it's gone. Oops. Now you have this second. Nope, it's gone. But you don't have the one in front of you yet. She says you'll get it. You'll understand. Yeah, I kind of like that. She says open your window, get some fresh air. It's a beautiful day today. I don't know where you live. I don't ever try to creep on anybody's Facebook or anything ahead of time because it messes up what little logical brain I have, which is pretty small. Shoes. Did you just get new shoes? Why is she showing me ruby red slippers like Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz? You either just got some red shoes or you live in Kansas. That was one of my favorite shows when I was little. That's a long time ago. She says you need to go outside and take a walk on this beautiful day. See, you must have temperature about like this. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's beautiful today. And I'll probably go for a walk by the river. She's not giving me a lot of evidence. Like I like them to give me two or three things. I don't want to spend the whole time proving that I'm talking to them, because to me that's a medium patting himself on the back and going, look what I can do. I need her to give me a couple of things to prove that it's her. What is she trying to show me? It looks like a rope. This is supposed to be something to prove that it's her. It's rope, but it kind of looks like macrame. Do you know what I'm talking about? I know I just threw one away I found at my brother's house. My mom made a big hanging plant, where you twist the rope and you tie it certain ways and you make some kind of decorating out of the. Did you guys have that or do that together or something? Just trying to validate that it's her now because I asked her to. You're a beautiful person, inside and out. Don't let them beat you down. Don't let them wear you down. It will be okay. Keep fighting. She says that you need to go treat yourself to something. And she's showing an ice cream cone. Don't know if you just went and had some ice cream, you were thinking about having some ice cream, or she just wants you to go get some ice cream. It doesn't cost much, but it's a treat. It's a treat for yourself. She wants you to get out of the house, go treat yourself to something, even if it only costs $1 or $2. It doesn't have to be expensive to be uplifting. She says she loves you. You're doing the right thing. Let me help. And they cannot override your free will choice. I probably told you that. You have to ask, and then you have to allow. Ask them to help, but then you have to allow for what comes through. And again, she's talking about some weird little thoughts that might come into your head. Something maybe you would have never thought of or you would never do. That part of that will be her. And I think what did we do? Grandma, I think it was the other day. Some of that will be her. And they will only bring you loving thoughts. If they're negative thoughts, that's you. They will only bring positive, uplifting, loving thoughts. Okay, she's showing you petting a cat. But she says kitty. She's showing you petting a kitty. You're kneeling down petting a kitty. I don't know if you have a kitty. If you just recently were pet outside, and she's showing you outside, knelt down and pet, and you were petting a kitty. She says kitty. And it looks kind of like the one she's showing doesn't have to be the exact cat. It looks kind of like a calico cat, a little bit, kind of white with some calico on it. Or one is going to walk out in front of you and stop, and you're going to pet it. Know that at that time, she's either validating that she saw you do that, or she's going to be with you at that moment when that happens. I don't feel like it's your cat. I feel like it's a random cat that just happens to be going by and you kneel down to pet it. Nice kitty. Nice kitty. That's what she said. She says you are blessed more than you know. She's suggesting that you write some of that down. There's more of that uplifting stuff that she wants to do with you. Write down. I don't know if we've been through this before. Write down. When I walk down by the river, I go, I love you trees, I love you grass, I love you birds, I love you sidewalk, I love you river. She wants you to write down just those little, she already talked about this, those little things that you're grateful for. I say, I love you, tree, because you give me oxygen. She wants you to write down positive things like that. The little things that you have that you should be grateful for that you take for granted. So she's awful big on that. So she's going to help you with that. Ask her to. Okay, I don't know if she's trying to get me back on my cards or what, but I stopped to pull some cards. New deck. Anyway, this is from Nancy to you. Girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So you and her, girl talk. She wants you to talk to her. Then there's the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. She's going to help you with that. She's going to help you with that. And sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Whatever that means. So, She's watching you. She's keeping an eye on you. She's keeping an eye on you. I know. I think that spooks some people out. Go, they're really watching me? Oh, hell. She has a lot of love for you and a lot of respect for you. Don't blow it. She said, don't blow it, started laughing. Something about change. Something about change. And then I have no clue about this. Change, and it kind of looked like a tire rolling. And she goes, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Kind of a sound. Change and cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So tire rolling, moving on. But it almost sounded like a, I don't know how old you are. Have you ever put snow chains on your tires? You know that clanking noise that the chains make in the wintertime? You put those on your tires. Weather's bad. It's kind of like that noise. You will hear something like that if you know what that sounds like. I don't think anybody ever uses those anymore. Um, I don't know what the change was for, but it feels like good change. It was lighthearted when she said it. She says, "Don't be afraid of change. Everything changes." And she's like, kind of happy-go-lucky about it. Everything changes. Everything changes. And I'm fine. Just so you know, because I know you're curious. I'm fine. She says, actually, we're all fine more than we know, or more than we accept, or more than we realize. You need, she drew my eyes. My girlfriend and I are having lunch next week. She says, you need to go do that. Get your friend. We're going to go get something and go sit by the river. She says, get your friend and go have lunch. And then she's not really showing me a lot of signs for you, like from her. That snow chains is a little, it wasn't quite snow chains, but kind of like that. Anyway, that's a weird noise. You'll hear it. You might hear it with these ears, your telepathic ears. Now I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, she's showing you like making something looks like maybe brownies. It looks like brownies, but it's not her pulling it out of the oven, it's you. Watch for that smell. And I'm sure I told you, you can get it anywhere. Walmart, outside, in your car, doesn't matter. But it looks, because it's in like a 9x9 pan, and it's kind of, unless you just made a chocolate cake, because it's brown like brownies. So watch for that smell. Or she's validating, and she's still bringing the smell. And she's validating if you just did this or you were thinking about doing it, she's validating that too. Okay, she's holding one red rose. I don't know if you have taken her a red rose or at some point since she left given her a red rose, taken it to where she might be buried. Or maybe even at the funeral you might have given her a red rose. But she's holding it with a lot of love. She feels whatever this red rose is symbolizing that you gave her, it could just be wonderful thoughts. She's holding it with a lot of love that she felt from you. She says you're special. And she says sometimes you're special in a weird kind of way. Okay, my dear, she's going to leave. Just remember I love you. And now she's drawn my eyes to my other note. You may not be perfect, but you're perfect just the way you are. And she says, and don't you forget that. And she smiles real big. Don't forget it. Love is being blind, love is being kind. Don't know what that means. And she goes, whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know if she did that before, used to do that. Whoop, whoop. Be my beautiful Al. She's calling you Al, not Allison, Al. Because she's taking her rose and she's leaving. She says grandma's here. So I'm sure, I would assume she's talking about her grandma. She's skipping as she's leaving. Very lighthearted. Very sweet. Okay, my dear. Thank you again. Much love to you. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later. Thank you for allowing me to be her voice. Later.